This is Katherine and Christopher Tipper of Hunter Benefits Consulting Group. And what day is it, Christopher?
It is October 22nd. It is Friday. This is our On the Couch, the Friday afternoon bourbon edition, because we're not supposed to be doing it all day, every day. So, how you doing? Is fall in the air?
We do TPA work all day, every day.
We do TPA work all day and every day, but we don't have the bourbon edition all day every day.
I thought you held that off until October 16th.
No, not at all. All right, so since pumpkin spice lattes are all over the place, there's a little bit fall in the air. I'm dressed like I was walking around the Wisconsin woods this morning, which I was. So we're thinking, you know what, the year's coming to a close. Maybe it's time to talk about what it means to close out this year and get ready for next year. How does that sound?
Sounds great, Christopher.
All right, we'll see you in a bit. And we're back.
We are back.
Before we dive into the topic of our video today, we have an update from Kristina from Washington. The first one she gave me wasn't really about plans. So
yeah, but it was interesting.
It was interesting, yeah. Okay. So that's right. Something interesting came out of Washington, D.C. So Kristina, what have you got for us today?
Well, the unfortunate thing is that it doesn't, well, it kind of is in Washington, but it starts out in California.
Okay.
Someone is suing or has sued CalSavers, which is the state-run retirement program.
Yeah.
Yes. And they lost their case in the United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit.
Okay.
So they're going to the Supreme Court of the United States.
And what's the case about?
They want to make it illegal. They're saying that CalSavers is an illegal program and it should not be in existence because, and they think that there are a number of concerns. Once the money is in the state coffers, then it's not under the control of the participants. It's not in it's not in a separate account for safekeeping.
Oh, it's not.
It isn't?
That's what they're saying. It will not be segregated in a separate account for safekeeping, but will be commingled with other funds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's serious.
It will not be.
CalSavers has been around for a while, though,
I
right?
know, it was one of the first ones.
Lots of money. Yeah.
Lots of money. It will not be invested at the employee's direction, but will be subject to the state of California's rules.
Yeah.
And it's not protected under fiduciary duty, but there's a clause in their regulations that states that it expressly disclaims any responsibility for loss.
Oh, that's a fine piece of work.
Wow. And the funny thing about this is once upon a time in Washington State, I had my own business and the people who owned the building was CalSavers or whatever the name of the plan is. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, okay, so that's happening from California to Washington. In the meantime, New York, which has a program, but it was voluntary.
Okay.
They're going to make it mandatory.
The state retirement plan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And we're going to be talking about this a little bit more in November. With the TPA roundtable. All right. Very good. Okay. Thank you. Question mark. Very much, Kristina. All right.
Wow.
Now the funny thing is,
can I say the important point in here? Segregate funds.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
It almost sounds like Illinois, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but
segregate funds.
But hang on a second. This is supposed to be a helpful video in a positive and encouraging way. The plans we deal with primarily, the for-profit 401ks, the cash balance plans, the 403b plans, all those, we only deal with plans where the assets are separated in a separate trust. And Katherine's trying to make a comment about how much safer that is for everybody involved with the 401k plan, with plans that are subject to the IRS, DOL, and all that other good stuff. That's mandatory. It's not optional. Okay, so, all right, now the thing is we're talking about getting ready, closing out this year and getting ready for next year. And we're trying to come up with ideas. And then the peanut gallery had a whole bunch of really good ones. So our studio audience mentioned it's almost, but not quite, not too late to stop a simple for 2022. It's not. It's actually. It is too late to start a Safe Harbor 401k plan for 2021, but it's not too late to add a Safe Harbor. Well, for a couple of days, it's still 3%, but you can add a Safe Harbor Non-Elective for 2021. What else have we? Well, no, for 2021.
Oh, okay.
For 2021.
Okay.
What else should we be doing to get ready to close out this year and/or get ready for next year?
Communicate with your TPA as to what changes you have made during the year.
Yes.
First key element.
Yes.
Like buying and selling businesses.
Yes. Do you have new owners? Have you sold a business? All right. All those
Close
things.
to division.
We need to be not just necessarily Hunter Benefits, but your TPA needs to be one of the first people informed, not the last. All right. What else do we need to do, Catherine?
Oh. Actually, we're getting pretty close to when you have to hand out all your notices.
That's right. All right.
Because for a lot of people, this is open enrollment season coming up, and this is when you do need to communicate to your participants all the things you're supposed to communicate.
Exactly. Start to get an idea. Your TPA will help you. Start to get an idea as to who your participants are going to be, because most plans are 12/31 plan year end, and basically every plan I've ever heard of has an entry date of January 1st. Okay, so have an idea as to who your participants are for next year, who you're going to have to give notices to, and be careful about, if you've got a current plan, be careful about crossing that magic 120 participant threshold. Remember, this includes current people with account balances, terminated participants with account balances, and people who could have an account balance but don't. You want to make sure you get your distributions processed this year so you don't accidentally have 121 participants January 1st and incur an audit.
And isn't it you need to start getting yourself ready to keep track of your part-time people?
You should have done that already.
You should have. So let's rephrase that, all right? You have to, so when your TPA, whether it's us or anybody else, asks you for your census for 2021, because 2021 is the first year of the tracking, all right? So when a TPA asks you for all employees, guess what?
That means all, right?
So does that mean 90%, Robin?
That means all.
Does that mean 85%, Filippo?
No, sir.
100%. Christina, 75%?
It means all of the people that you
all the W-2s.
prefer not to report to your TPA.
If you don't want to let us know about them, you need to let us know about them,
Yeah.
all right? Because we have to keep track of all of your long-term part-time employees. This is not optional. This is not Hunter Benefits idea. This is law, statute?
Yes.
Law, okay.
Law.
So we got long-term part-time employees. We've got notices coming up. We got to make sure you do your distributions. If you're going to not have a simple for next year, hand out the notice that you're going to be doing that. Anything else?
New employee. Did you hire a key employee during the year? He's coming into the plan and will
like
skew.
a more than 1% owner and things like that.
Yeah, that will really skew your cash balance.
Has any employee's ownership changed? Maybe have a conversation with your TPA to see if that's going to change who the highly compensated employees are. Did you have somebody leave and take out a large chunk of money? What's changed? Give us a call, talk to your TPA, find out what impact that could have. Anything else?
And with these part-time employees, you should just start giving them the same notices, right?
No.
No, they're not in the plan.
They're not in the plan.
We're just tracking hours to see if they will ever be in the plan.
2024.
Okay.
Okay. So
And they will not be eligible for the Safe Harbor
right. Only, well,
deferrals.
based on how most plans are going to be written, or how we're expecting most plans to be written, they won't be.
Right.
So, all right.
They're not required.
Yeah. Obviously, if you have any, okay, so 3 key takeaways. You taking notes, Filippo?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Our refrain this time of year, I know you're all tired of hearing it. It's not too late to stop a simple for 2022. It is too late to start a Safe Harbor 401k plan for 2021, but not too late to add Safe Harbor Non-Elective, and start thinking about who your participants are January 1st, who you're going to have to give notices to, etc. All right? Does that just about close it out for you? All right.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for listening. If you've got any comments, likes, or anything like that, like, subscribe, go to hunterbenefits.com or email us at sales@hunterbenefits.com. We have all the time in the world.